What most people don't realize is that we buy things we don't need with money we don't have to impress people we don't like. Hi, my name's Adeline Fields, and I'm going to be talking about the importance of saving money. I conducted a survey over Oak Ridge students from grade 8 through 12. I found out that 85% of students claim they save money, while the other 15% of students don't. Compared to the national survey, we were doing very well, because in the national survey, only 35% of people save money, while the other 65% don't. You may be wondering now, why don't more people save? Well, more people don't save because they don't prioritize it enough. They think, oh, going and buying out that new item is way more important than saving money. The idea that doesn't go through their head is to save money and then go purchase that item and have anything left for their savings account instead of buying something else with the item. The main purpose of saving money is to have extra money for in the future. So if something were to happen, like an injury, you have money to pay for that. So if you were to get an injury, you most likely will have hospital bills stacking up. And instead of being worried about trying to have to pay those hospital bills, you end up just being able to pull it out of your savings account and use it. My personal experience with saving money is when I was in first grade. I really wanted an American Girl doll, but since they're like $100 and it wasn't my birthday or anything, my mom wouldn't get me one. So I ended up saving my money. In the end, I only saved about $85, but my mom was really proud of me for trying and went ahead and got me one anyways. This was a really important life lesson for me because it taught me how to save money and the best way to do so. It is really important to start saving money young because a lot of people think that once they get older and start living by themselves, they're going to know how to buy a house, do their mortgages, pay their taxes. But they won't. You have to learn these things ahead of time so in the future you're more prepared and it goes way smoother. You may be thinking, these are all valid reasons, but why should I save? Well, you may be wanting that new iPhone or a new car or even just saving for college like a lot of people are doing. But the main common goal is to have extra money for the future. So even if you are saving up for that new iPhone, you may have to pull that money out to use it for something else because something came up. My mentor, Ms. Kimberly Iodesi, says the biggest benefit of saving money is that you have some peace. So if someone says, hey, let's go on this vacation, or someone gets injured, you don't have to deny yourself from the situation because you planned for a situation you didn't plan for. This was a really inspiring quote in my eyes because when you are saving money, you are just planning for a situation you're not planning for. Because everyone likes to tell you in life that nothing bad is going to happen to you, but you don't know that. Nobody knows that. And in reality, something happens to everyone. So it's always there as a backup plan. How much should you save? Well, most people save about 10 to 15% of their paycheck every time they get one. But what my mentor also told me is that when she started saving money, she saved about this 10 to 15%. But what a friend told her later on in life is to save as much as you can every time you get a paycheck so it accumulates for more money in the future. There's many ways to save, whether it's putting it in a jar in your house or putting it in a savings account like most people do. The biggest benefit of putting it in a savings account is interest. Interest is when the bank starts paying you money for having your money in their bank. So the longer you have the money in the bank and the more money you have in that bank account, the more interest the bank starts paying you. So the more money you'll accumulate over time. So even if you just start with $100 in that bank account, by the end of a year, you may have $120. There's also several money-saving apps like Stash, EveryDollar, and Capital. These three apps all help you manage your money in the best ways how you can spend it. These apps also allow you to buy and trade stocks because a lot of people think buying and trading stocks are very easy when it's not. It's challenging because the stocks always fluctuate and you have to figure out what's going up and what's going to stay down. Another very important thing is Dave Ramsey's zero-based budget. Dave Ramsey's zero-based budget is very beneficial because it implies only buying the four necessary things in life: food, shelter and utilities, clothing, and transportation. These four things are very important. You may be sitting there thinking, oh, that's all I spend my money on. But in reality, you don't. You spend your money on things that you don't really need, but this helps you stay intact. And it may be something that you think is easy to get towards, but you really have to start cutting back on the things that you think you need, but you don't. Dave Ramsey also said, winning at money is 80% behavior and 20% head knowledge. This is a really good quote, because a lot of people think if they know as much as they can about money, everything's going to work out. But it won't. Sometimes you just need to sit back and relax and assess the situation before you try to use all your knowledge. So next time life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade, save.